Welcome to my basement and part 3 of the Embodying Your Faith, Everything is Waiting for You series. In this one, we're going to talk about stairs. So let's start with the poems. I'm going to share my screen here for just a moment. And let's look at the poem again. Your great mistake is to act the drama as if you were alone, as if life were progressive and cunning crime with no witness to the tiny, hidden transgressions. To feel abandoned is to deny the intimacy of your surroundings. Surely, even you at times have felt the grand array, the swelling presence in the chorus crowding out your solo voice. You must note the way the soap dish enables you, or the window latch grants you freedom. Alertness is a hidden discipline of familiarity. The stairs are your mentor of things to come. So we're going to start right there with this idea that the stairs are a mentor of things to come. If I look at mentor at dictionary.com, it says this: a wise and trusted counselor or teacher. When I put on my IAT lens and think about stairs, I think about balance and direction. So let's start with direction. What do I mean by that? Let me go up the stairs. As if I'm just going up the stairs, just like normal. It might look like this. Watch. What do I notice about that? I notice that I'm pretty heavy on my feet. I'm kind of yanking myself up. If I stop and I think about what is it that I'm actually trying to do, where am I trying to take myself? Well, I want the top of my head, not here, but up there, right? So to move efficiently, Alexander technique tells us I'm going to move the top of my head and allow my body to follow. And I'm going to allow my body to follow by letting my joints adjust so that my body can follow the top of my head. So my hips are going to fold back. My knees are going to fold forward. My ankles are going to adjust. So if I think, oh, the top of my head is going that way, and I'm just going to fold. And it's a different way of going up and down the stairs. So go ahead and pause the video here. Try going up some stairs the way you normally do, and then think of this new way. Top of head leading, body following, joints folding to let it happen. Do that now. So hopefully you had an enjoyable little experiment. Let's think about coming down the stairs. So if I'm coming down the stairs, the reality is the same thing is happening. My head's here now. I want it to be up there. It's just that the ground is going down beneath me. But the way I am in relationship to that ground is the same as if I was going up. So I'm still thinking top of the head that way, and I'm just letting my joints fold, letting my joints fold, letting my joints fold, right? All of that works the exact same way. No matter which direction you're going, up the stairs or down the stairs, it could be that you need to actually look to feel safe. And I certainly want to encourage you to do whatever makes you feel safe. But if you're thinking about that, then really think about how you're tipping your head. Again, let me demonstrate. If I'm looking down and I'm jumping my head, then I'm taking the whole weight of my head and shoving it in front of my torso. If, on the other hand, I think about where my head meets my spine, which is right between your ears, and I tip here, I can see just as far down, but my head's much more over my torso. So if I'm thinking about going up the stairs, down the stairs, looking without actually distorting things, I can really use that tip to make it work effectively. So pause the video again, give it a try, first with your habit, then in this new way, going down the stairs, up the stairs, down the stairs, top of head leading, whole body following. Welcome back. So what did you notice? What might those observations suggest about belonging? Does that feel like a far stretch? Well, let me give you a couple possible ideas and then see where your brain goes. Did you have more awareness of your whole self? If I did have more of a sense of all of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, then I also have the possibility of recognizing that all of me is included in God's love, that all of me belongs in God's love. Did sending your head up on a diagonal when you were going down the stairs seem ridiculous until you tried it? The relationship between you and the stairs gets clouded by our language of up and down. And we don't realize that we're actually functioning in the same way with those stairs, whichever direction we're going. So when else might a relationship be blurred by the language that you use to describe it, or the way you habitually behave in it? And what impact does that have on your sense of belonging to God and belonging in God's world? Now, let's add balance to our exploration. To most efficiently go up and down the stairs, I want to balance over my foot on each step, not behind my foot or in front of my foot. Let me show you what I mean by that. So here I am at the steps. If I'm here, I'm behind that foot. If I'm here, I'm in front of that foot. But if I'm wanting to come up, I can be right here over that foot, right here over that foot. Notice how that puts me on that diagonal. I'm still thinking out through the top of my head, my torso is following, and I'm going through that process. The same is true, although the diagonal is not going to really be there in the same sort of way as you're coming down, right? Here's the interesting thing about playing with balancing as you're going on the stairs. What you're looking for is the minimal muscle work possible, right? So if I'm feeling lots of work in my legs, then exploring whether I'm over my foot as I rise, as I descend, is really going to give me a lot of information. So stairs, doing stairs, if you will. Direct the top of my head, balance over each step. Now, pause the video, give it a try, see what you notice. So, were you working harder than you needed to accomplish your task? How might that speak to belonging? If we think of balance as finding your center, then going up the stairs is a process of directing yourself to find your balancing center again and again. And if the stairs are our mentor of things to come, they might ask us to use the tools, in this case, our joints, that God gave us to navigate. That we might want to direct ourselves towards what we want with full awareness of our whole selves and how we fit or belong in the space around us. Might ask us to actively choose our balancing center again and again in any given moment, bringing us back to God and our awareness of moving through God's world. So maybe each trip up or down the stairs can remind us that God can be our balance and our direction for things to come.